Are you an absolute beginner wondering how to start learning Turkish? I am Zeynep and I am ready to give you everything you need. We have a free crash course for you. You can check the link in the description for the details. Let's look at a simple sentence. Ben turistim. Ben turistim. Ben is the subject. Turist is a noun. And im is the personal ending for ben or I. And let's look at the negative. Ben turist değilim. Ben turist değilim. Ben is the subject. Turist is the noun. Değil is the negative particle for nouns and adjectives. And im is the personal ending for I or ben. So notice how the negative particle goes at the end and also the personal ending goes at the end. So you don't know before kind of the end of the word or the sentence whether it's a positive or a negative, unlike English. Pay attention to the fact that there is no verb in these sentences. This is a common pitfall that learners at many stages of learning fall into. It is perfectly fine and your sentence is complete without a verb. You don't need a verb, your sentence is fine like this. So we looked at A is B and A is not B type sentences. This same pattern applies to A does B type sentences. The verb usually goes at the end, but we should note that Turkish has a highly flexible word order. Let's look at an example. Ben yağmuru seviyorum. Ben yağmuru seviyorum. Ben is the subject. Yağmur is rain, a noun. U is the accusative case ending. And seviyorum is the verb with the continuous tense suffix attached to it, as well as the personal ending for I, ben. So I would like to add a quick note before continuing. We looked at ben turistim and ben yağmuru seviyorum. So because we have this personal ending at the end of these sentences, we don't necessarily need the subject word at the beginning of our sentences. So we can remove the subject words and say turistim. Yağmuru seviyorum. Let's look at a new sentence. Yemek yapıyorum. Yemek yapıyorum. Yemek is the noun. Yapıyorum is the verb. So yapıyorum is I am making, I make food, the continuous tense. It goes at the end of the verb. We can change this and make a past tense sentence and say yemek yaptım. Notice how the past tense also goes at the end of the verb. And we can make this future tense and say yemek yapacağım. Notice how the future tense goes at the end of the verb. Yapacağım. Yapacağım in speech. So the tense goes at the end of the verb and the verb goes at the end of the sentence, usually. Let's add an adverb to the mix. So we will use the adverb every day, her gün, her gün. And in Turkish, these things usually go before the thing that they want to describe. So adverbs go before the verbs that they want to describe, unlike English. So we will treat yemek yapmak as one verb and have her gün come before it. Her gün yemek yapıyorum. Her gün yemek yapıyorum. This is the most common word order, but as we mentioned, Turkish has a highly flexible word order. So we have some other options which are perfectly fine. Yemek yapıyorum her gün. yapıyorum yemek her gün. Yemek her gün yapıyorum. Now, let's change this into past tense. Her gün yemek yaptım. Her gün yemek yaptım. Now, future tense. Her gün yemek yapacağım. Her gün yemek yapacağım. But we say yapacağım in speech. Her gün yemek yapacağım. Going back to our original sentence. Her gün yemek yapıyorum. Her gün is the adverb. Yemek is the noun. Yapıyorum is the verb. But we said that we would treat yemek yapmak as one verb. So we can say that this bit in its entirety is the verb. Say you want to use an adjective in your sentence to say tasty food. Tasty is lezzetli in Turkish. So oftentimes, in order to do this, we use the structure adjective plus bir plus noun, which looks like lezzetli bir yemek. Lezzetli bir yemek. Bir in Turkish means one. But please note that it doesn't work in the same way as an does in English. Just think of it as a part of this structure. Let's put that in our sentence. Lezzetli bir yemek yapıyorum. Lezzetli bir yemek yapıyorum. Moving on to questions. Turkish has a very interesting aspect that helps us to clarify what part of the sentence we want to ask about specifically. And this is something that learners at many levels overlook. So watch closely until we get to that bit. We want to ask, are you making food? Let's look at our original sentence first. Yemek yapıyorum. So we don't want to ask, am I making food? Because that's not very useful in context. So let's change the subject, the personal ending, to you. So you are making food. Yemek yapıyorsun. We add a question particle at the end to ask a yes-no question. Yemek yapıyor musun? Yemek yapıyor musun? Yemek is the noun. Yapıyor is the verb. And musun is the question bit with the personal ending still at the end. Sun is the personal ending for sen, you. And here's the fun part. You can move the question particle around in the sentence to mark what part of the sentence you are asking about specifically. So in this case, we are asking whether the person is cooking or not, making food or not. Yemek yapıyor musun? Because the question particle goes after the verb. But if you want to ask whether the person is making food, making dessert, or something else, then we move the question particle right after the word, the noun, that we want to ask about. Yemek mi yapıyorsun? Yemek mi yapıyorsun? So we covered positive nouns and adjectives, positive verbs, and let's cover negative verbs. Let's answer our question in the negative. Yemek mi yapıyorsun? Yemek mi yapıyorsun? Yemek yapmıyorum. Yemek yapmıyorum. This little m in the verb is our negative suffix. So it goes after the verb stem and before the tense ending. Yemek yapmıyorum. Yemek yapmıyorum. So this is how you make sentences in Turkish. But Turkish is a language of wonders, and you need to dive deeper into it yourself in order to find out. Check the crash course, the free crash course that we've got for you down below. And did you find this video useful? If so, please leave a like and a comment in the comment section, because this lets us know that you liked this video, enjoyed the content, found it useful, and that we should make more of this. I will see you in the next video.